Alright, let's do this. Race day. And which car am I gonna run? For this set of videos, I will choose Ferrari, just because it looks cooler from the top. I know, totally vain. Alright, we got Norm. We're taking the drive at short notice. Right. And we got Zoe, the usual suspects here. We'll be racing together, so she is part of our team. And of course, we got Eric. Right. So, task number one, we gotta get those upgrades on the car since we're gonna need it. Now, if your plan is not necessarily to win the car, but just to pick up a few free gold and just kind of have fun with the car, then you don't need to get any upgrades to get past stage 1. So something to keep in mind. But for me, I will be running through. Yeah, look at the top of the car. It's got some cool official liveries. So something different. That's always nice. And by the way, I was kind of looking over the dates of events in the current version, and I realized the last day to start this race day event is a good week or so before the limited time series version of these cars are going to be available. So they are basically saying you have to either run one or the other, I feel like. I mean, don't quote me saying, why is, if you decide not to run through this race day event, if you pass on it, you might miss out on one of the two cars. I am not sure if you will have access to both limited times, both cars through limited time series. I mean, you might. They'll just be running, two at the same time. Certainly that has happened before, where we have multiple limited time series running at once. So that's nothing unusual. But for this one, I don't know. I mean, they have separated out by a week's space. So limited time series basically are going to be running a limited time series for either both of them or either of these two GT cars are going to happen after the race day has completely expired from the game. That is what I'm trying to say. So, not sure how that affects what kind of choice we make. This is difficult to figure out if you're kind of on the fence about these cars. But if you're interested in free gold, I think race day event is a better way to go, since you can actually pick up a, 10 gold for just a few racing dollars. Even if you decide to, oh, is there a car behind me? I'm getting a, oh yeah, look at that. Hello. By the way, what is my goal here? Complete this stint. Okay, so I just need to finish it. Boy, that GT is really fast. Look at that guy go. Holy cow. So I suppose there's a bit of a performance gap for these cars when that car, you wonder how many upgrades that guy has on it. That GT. There we go. That's actually a pretty decent handle. Of course, all these GT cars are really, really good. They're a lot of fun. Really, you can pick any of them, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. 911 RSRs are always such a strong grippers. And then the Aston Martin, Vantage GTE. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know how much I like those cars. And then of course, this guy, 488 GTE. I mean, it's a Ferrari. We need more introduction than that, right? And then Ford GT, of course. Ford GT Le Mans. Another very, very fine handling. Yeah, these cars are just a lot of fun. Very good balance. So, if you can afford it, I highly recommend these guys. Anyway, so there's 75 gold to be had at the end of this event, and the 2019 season of endurance GT racing. I want to say the 100% completion for that season is also 75 gold. So it's another 75 to be had. And because it's a motorsports season, you don't need all the cars featured in the season, you only need one. Which means if you decide to pick up just one car and run through, or if you already have a Porsche and decide to pass on the new ones, that's still, I guess you kind of have to run through this one to pick up 75 though. Let's see. And by the way, since they're trying to, I think, make this event somewhat relatable to, comparable to the limited time series for these GT cars are going to have the same 75 gold reward as well, except they're of course divided into 15 tiers and so on and so forth. So yeah, look at that. Royal driving that Ford GT Le Mans. Minute 28 for the lap time. What did I get? I think I was at the bottom, wasn't I? Minute 34, so that is a good 6-second gap. So we got work cut out for us. Oh, after a single race, we are in red. Oh boy, we are in for a lot of servicing, aren't we? Well, maybe we can complete some of these goals while the car is in red. So we'll find out if that's possible in the next video. So stay tuned and we'll see you in the next video.